Trident United Way is really an organization that's here to help people. Our mission is to provide positive, sustainable change within our community in the areas of financial stability, health, and education. We're here to help the community by pairing you with whatever resource it is that you need to get back to the point where you're sustainable in your long-term life and able to be a productive citizen.
Well, I grew up on Johnson and America Streets. Those are projects downtown. I have a brother that's paralyzed from the neck down. And around that time, he got shot in the back of the neck. So that played a part in me not knowing how to handle that situation. I had an attitude like the world owed me something. Anytime someone might say something I felt I didn't like, the only thing I knew how to do was physical. And it landed me in juvenile detention center. It landed me in a group home. I went to prison in '99. I went to trial and was found guilty on 2 armed robberies. And I think my first year after I got into prison, I made my mind up to get my education, to change the way I was living. Because at that point in time, I started to understand that I wasn't just hurting myself, I was hurting other people too. Took a few college courses and started to help other people. I was teaching adult education in prison. In prison terms, short, that means your time is coming to an end and you're about to go home. And what they do is they pass out pamphlets. I got a pamphlet to where I learned about the United Way. I served a 17-year sentence. When I got actually out, my feet touched, it was one point of uncertainty, like, you know, how I'm gonna do all this? They call prison a revolving door because by statistics, they put it at like 65–70% of the people that leave prison tend to come back. It's because most are leaving illiterate. Most are leaving the same way they came in.
If you have someone who's coming out of jail and is having to go to all these different organizations and figure out how do I fit back into the community and get a job and become stable, then they're more than likely gonna reach a roadblock and get discouraged and possibly go back to committing a crime and go back to jail. The Prosperity Center is a one-stop shop. So if you're in need of assistance, doesn't matter your socioeconomic level, we can help pair you with all of those services to get back on track.
That's another thing that really pushed me through United Way. I wanted to do the work myself, but just with a little help. And that's what I got when I met Miss Wade. Miss Wade was the actual primary teacher. She sat us down and took us step by step through a computer system. We were sending out like 4 or 5 applications a day to various jobs. So when I got the job, they told me, you know, anytime you get a job, just contact us and whatever you needed to start that job, they would provide. We met at the Walmart and they got everything I needed for work, which helped me because I didn't have the money at the time to get the work clothing, the work boots. You know, it's not too many out there so willing to help convicted felons. You need programs like that because without help, one is liable to go back and do some of the same thing they've been doing. I like the job I do now, and I'm just trying to get myself situated before I go into a 2-year college. I want to take business management because I want to start my own company. I mean, that's going to take a lot. I know that ain't going to happen overnight or in 5 years, but that's why I see myself in 15. You have to have that support group to help you do that. And United Way, to some people, is that support. They got me started into working. It feels good to know that I got a job and that I can help my family.